This How to Do Florida segment is presented by Visit Florida.
I've been on many challenging adventures on this show, but today I'm taking on one of the toughest challenges a guy can face, trying to spend quality time with my teenage daughter. You know, it didn't used to be like this. Seems like not too long ago, my daughter Casey thought I was the greatest guy in the world. And hey, technically I still am, but she's getting more independent and doing her own thing. That's why as a father, I feel it's my role to engage her so we can spend quality time together. Okay, yeah, I made her go. What's more engaging to a teenage girl than a backpack camping trip with the old man? Our adventure begins in Lake County in the Clearwater Recreation Area. We're going to be out in the woods for a couple days, so Casey and I have a pretty extensive camping checklist. Sun protection, you have the sunscreen? Okay. Do you have the headlamp over there?
Yeah.
We have our lip balm, right?
Yeah.
So we've got first aid kit.
My dad loves camping gear.
Okay, here's the moment of truth. Oh boy!
But I think he went a little overboard.
All right, how's that feel? Ooh. For this father and daughter camping trip, I've chosen the Florida Scenic Trail. All right, let's hit the trail.
All right.
Which traces an almost continuous path from southern Florida to 1,000 miles north to the Panhandle near Pensacola. Believe it or not, this incredible natural resource was the brainchild of one man, Jim Kern. Jim's been hiking all of his life. He's even written a couple books about his passion for the outdoors. We get a chance to meet up with him and find out more about how the Florida Trail started.
I began thinking on that hike, I wonder if there's any place to do a long distance hike in Florida.
Yeah.
So when I got home, I looked around and nobody built any long trail, and I thought, well, okay, I'm going to build one.
An army of volunteers keeps the trail in great shape, clearing vegetation and keeping things clearly marked with bright orange blazes. Jim was nice enough to share his love of bird watching with Casey, giving her a book and some birds to look for in the forest.
One is a cardinal, all red bird, easy to see. Another, this is a great bird, only found in a few other places in Florida, but the Florida scrub jay. When you get to Juniper Springs area, you want to look for this gorgeous red-headed woodpecker. This is my gift to you.
Thank you.
I tell you, I could sit and talk to Jim all day. He's a true Florida legend. But Casey and I still have a ways to go before we make camp for the night. In between navigating these woods, lugging 65 pounds on my back, and avoiding the local arachnid population.
Dad, burn it! Daggum spider!
I'm starting to realize that maybe Casey might be starting to have fun.
It's really pretty out here.
Gorgeous?
Yeah.
Oh, right there, Casey. Look at that. Up there in the tree, the pine tree.
Yeah, there it is. I see it. Right over there.
Is that the red-headed woodpecker?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
All right, Jerry. We got one bird.
2 to go.
2 to go. All right.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Good spot to set up camp? Let me help you get this backpack off.
All right.
I'm looking forward to this. Oh, does that feel good?
Oh my gosh.
One of the fun things about backpack camping on the Florida Scenic Trail is there are no designated campsites, but there are some guidelines you need to think about.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey, Ranger, how you doing?
Doing pretty well.
Nice to meet you. I'm Chad. Ranger Kyle gives us 2 very important guidelines for camping on the Florida Scenic Trail. The first is about our fire.
Make sure, especially when you leave, or if you're going to be not watching it, that it's cold to the touch. If you're not willing to put your hand in there, it's too hot.
Okay. And the second is about our food.
Our regulation is that you hang it from a tree if you don't have a vehicle.
Okay.
Has to be 10 feet away from the ground and 4 feet away from the base of the trees.
Okay, better get back and see how Casey's doing with the tent.
Good job, girl. All right.
I'll blink and she'll be in high school, and then off to college, and then a life of her own. But on this day, on our own little patch of Florida wilderness, she's all mine. The common ground we so often seek as parents with our children is often found in an adventure, a getaway, a laugh, and a mutual love for this amazing state we call home. Today, we're hiking to Alexander Springs Recreational Area in Lake County. Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Good. It was a little small in there, though.
Okay, back on the trail. Time to get our gear packed up. Make sure our fire's out. There we go. This fire's nice and cold. And we're off to Alexander Springs. Can you do 3 miles today?
Yeah.
All right. We're about to find out, right? Where's my stick? There it is. Okay, let's go. We're not on the trail for long, and Casey spots a beautiful scrub jay high in a tree.
Oh, Daddy, look, the scrub jay.
Oh, that's cool.
How did you see that?
I don't know.
Girl, you have good eyes. There's no way I would have seen that bird. You know, I've always had people tell me about the Florida Scenic Trail. And I tell you what, to truly appreciate this trail, you have to be out here and experience it firsthand. It is just gorgeous.
Our children grow up so fast, and with today's added distractions, finding quality time can be tough. But it's the time we set aside for them that means the most and has the greatest impact.
There we go. Alexander Springs, almost there.
My hope is that she'll remember these special times we spent together for a long, long time.
Oh, there's that nice cool water.
Yeah. I didn't think this would be such a great trip, but as it turned out, I had a really good time with my dad.
You ready?
Yeah. But before we get in, I want to take a picture.
You want to take a picture? All right, let's do it. I haven't seen that come out in 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, head on out there. I'll be out there in a little bit. Well, that's our show. I hope you learned something, but more importantly, I hope you feel encouraged to get out and do Florida. Wait up, Casey.
This How to Do Florida segment was presented by Visit Florida.